Yeah.
All right. Recording started. We'll do the C and D day, but let's go over the warm-up really quick again. So after you do your rollout and the 2 lacrosse ball moves, the first one is going to be the couch T-spine extension stretch. So to go over that real quick, chair out of the way. And then I'm going to angle my camera down. And if you want me to see you, you'll probably have to angle yours down as well.
Yeah.
But for the T-spine stretch, put your elbows on top. Palms are together, almost like you're praying. You're going to push your butt back towards your heels. Once you're as low as you can go, ideally head passing the couch. And take your hands, put behind your head, and then reset everything. Again, you sit towards your heels, get low, reach back, go forward. You'll do that for 5. I'm sorry, I gave you 8, but I would just do a couple today. I'll get through it. There you go. You should feel a little stretch underneath the armpits, maybe even some tension in the upper back. I'm just trying to get as much extension.
Really feel it here.
Okay, so you're getting it into the shoulder too. That's fine. It's that stretch you're getting overhead. So
yeah,
that's fine as well. Perfect. I just said let's do a couple more of those, and then we'll do the really hard one, the hand-assisted 90-90 TIR.
That is one I definitely wanted to.
All right.
Okay.
So the hand-assisted 90-90 PIR. So you're going to get into a 90-90 position.
Yeah.
And you're going to focus on the front leg first. So put your hands wherever you'd like, but generally, whatever leg's forward, end up putting the hand off to that side. But we'll focus on the front leg. You're going to push that foot into the ground as hard as you can, release, and then try to lift the foot as high as you can, and then just reset. Push down, lift up. You do that for 3. And if it doesn't lift, totally fine. And we're just working on activating the musculature around that area. Eventually,
that one actually lifts.
There you go. I know the other side's a little harder. When you finish 3 in the front, we're going to do 3 in the back leg before we switch sides.
Okay.
We're going to push that foot into the ground and then try to lift up. You'll probably get that little crampy feeling right at the side of the hip. But just focus on pushing down and lifting up as much as you can.
I can get the knee up, but I cannot get the foot up.
That's fine. It's a good place to start.
I can see, but if I try and lift the foot, that seems to activate. I mean, if I focus just on the foot, that really.
Yeah, there we go.
Here.
Good. I've had it where some people keep the knee on the ground and they kind of pivot the foot or pivot through the hip and they lift the foot off the knee, which is also fine.
I can lift the knee, but I cannot lift the foot. But I can.
You can kind of focus on it as long as you can. I just want to feel that side of that hip work.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's gonna be the hard one. So again, front foot, push that into the ground, release, and then as much as you can to lift it up. If it's just activating, totally fine.
Wow. I'm leaning a lot, but I get a little elevation.
Yeah, I'm fine with the lean. That's why the hand's there for now. And the better and better you get at it, the closer and closer you can move that hand to you rather than being. So let's start here for now. And then after your third one in the front, then we'll do the back. Pushing down, lifting up. Which is extremely difficult.
Yeah, again, I'm just trying to lift the foot. The knee won't come. I can't do the whole.
No, that's fine. I'd rather you just focus on one part, either the knee or the foot. But if you feel more in the side of the hip with the foot.
Really right in there.
Yeah, perfect. That's the spot. The first time Sarah Tyler and I tried this, we all cramped up and fell on the ground. And after that, we are on elevated push-ups to pike.
Okay, yeah.
Let me real quick so you have it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's tough. Or you're just having a soft bend of the knees, push up to your stair, and then reach your hips back nice and high, and that's 1. And then you're just going to repeat.
Now, I've been doing this on the second step. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
I was on the first step but I don't feel so strong.
That's fine. That's why I like the stairs. You can make an adjustment in like a second. But it's probably because you haven't been sleeping well. You won't feel as strong
Yeah.
with some of the moves right now. Your recovery has been a little bit poor.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, no, you're looking good. You can see the pike. I don't see like the very top of the push-up, but as you lower down, I can see where your hips are at, which is the more important part for me. Yeah, there we go. And it's 4 to 8. And then you're just going to use a wall to hold against, and you do some calf raises after this.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to do one more of these.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
All right. We have some wall assisted double leg calf raises. Yep. Make sure your knees are over your toes, just like you got it. Holding on to whatever you want and just coming up on your toes all the way down to your heels. Keeping the
And
knee
your knees are always bent.
Correct. Yeah, there's always a small bend in the knee because we're working on a little bit of co-contraction. That way, all the muscles around the joint are kind of activating to stabilize. Good. I gave you like 8 to 15, but I just do a couple now. That way we can get through the whole thing. As always, I have somebody at 10 o'clock I have to run downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's 6.
Yeah.
7. 8. Done.
All right. Good. And then you got 2 more alternating split squat with TS reaches. I'm sorry, ISO split squat. I said alternate. ISO split squat with alternating T reaches. You're just gonna hold the bottom of a lunge basically, and then get your arms to reach as far as you can back and forth, similar to your warrior, but we're not gonna be opening up the hip.
Right. So,
Yep. And that split stance, lower down slightly. And then one arm in, one arm out, and you're just going to reach and rotate the torso, getting as much rotation and extension as you can. And it's about 20 seconds. And then you'll do the other leg for about 20 seconds. There you go.
and so your hips are stable and your shoulders are rotating.
Correct. Yep. The only thing you should be is your
Right?
shoulders and your upper trunk. There you go. And then you just switch your legs. Let's try the other side.
Mm.
Both sides feel about even?
Yes, I think so.
All right. Look pretty good to me. I'll just have one final one after this is the shucking and dumbbell switch. You'll just need one dumbbell in a second. And we're going to go side to side. And while you go side to side, you got to switch that dumbbell during the transition. As a quick reminder, I'm going to squat off to the opposite side of the arm that has the dumbbell. As I go to shift, the chance, the chance, the chance. Bam. We'll do that just for 4 each side, nothing too crazy. Yeah. Good shift. The dumbbell staying in a relatively same area and space. All right.
Okay.
Now we got C day. We're going to go through the core. First one's called prone scorpions. Now, have you ever seen this before? Some people have crazy range of motion. I just want you to get whatever you can out of it, and I'll show you what I mean. So there we go. So you're going to lie on your belly. Arms are off to the side. You're going to take one leg, reach up, and go as far as you can over to the other side while returning. The whole goal eventually would be to get to your hand, but that's really far. It's just up and over a little bit, come back, and then same leg or the other leg up, over a little bit, and come back. But it's called a scorpion because you think your leg's supposed to look like the tail of a scorpion when you get up and around.
So here I am.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. And your goal, as best you can, keep your chest towards the floor. Try not to let it rotate with you. There we go. You're getting some shoulder and hip separation, some extension. That's it. And you're just going to be doing 5 each side. How's it feel?
Fine for the most part.
Okay, good. And when you're doing 5 each side, which you're pretty much there, go ahead and stand on up. We're going to be in a staggered single arm band row with the forward step. So we're going to need your band that's attached to your desk.
Ah.
All right.
Is this standing?
Yeah, it is standing.
Oh.
All right. So I don't have the band with me, but what you're going to do is the leg that starts back, we're starting a staggered stance. The leg that's back is the arm that has your band. As you go to row, what you're going to do is step into your row and then just back and reset. I like to kind of switch the arms as you exchange it. So as you go to row, you're just going to reach the other arm forward and then just reset. And you're going to do that for 5, and then 5 on the other side. But transition with the footing looks fantastic. Good. All right. Let's try that other side. See how that feels.
So it's the back foot.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So I feel a weakness, right?
Right there. That's why this will be a good exercise for you then the more you do it, because it works on stabilizing your knee, deceleration.
Oh.
Something we all kind of need. Good. And this is a great way to help mimic like walking or running, working on that gait patterning, especially as long as that leg that's back is the same arm that has the band. All right. The next one's a little challenge. I have a modification if we need it. You were kind of doing it before, you just didn't have weight.
Oh, great. Okay.
So you can use whatever you want for support. Last time I had your foot on a box or a riser, I think you used your couch last time, and you just, without the dumbbell, you just hinge down and up. Now I just want you to hold one dumbbell. The leg that's up on your couch will be the side that dumbbell's on. And you do the same movement. It's that same hinge to the hip and up using whatever support you have, reaching your hips back.
Okay, so foot.
Yep, foot back is a dumbbell side.
Oh man, I'm going to start on this other side.
And if the foam roller is not working for you, you can always put a chair. It's a little sturdier for you. There you go. Good. This is just supposed to be 5 and 5, but I would try a couple on this one to make sure we get through it all.
So you're basically trying to sit on your foot.
Okay, I'm close to it. You want to kind of tilt your chest down a little bit more than sit. So you're supposed to be tilting forward slightly.
Well, that's
that
good.
same.
Certainly am.
Yeah, you want that hingy RDL motion. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you groove the pattern a little bit. That looks good.
Oh boy.
I figured this side was probably going to be a challenge for you, though.
Certainly is. This hits everything that hurts.
Yeah. Hopefully this will help your strength for it. But yeah, that's it. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. I would just work on it. If for some reason one day the weight's not feeling right, just do it body weight. You don't have to stick with it. You are going to need that dumbbell for your next exercise. I figured I'd tell you what before you do it. So what you're going to do is called a Y-seated single arm dumbbell overhead press. So here, got my dumbbell. I'm in a long Y position with my feet. My toes are straight up. Don't let them rotate out. Want a little bit of activation, I put the toes up towards the ceiling. And then one arm has a dumbbell, you just press overhead while maintaining a nice tall posture in this long Y seated position.
So I'm,
Harder to stabilize in that position, you think?
okay, you can't see my toes.
As long as your toes are straight up, that's fine. There you go. Oh, that's a better position. Good. And then one arm has a dumbbell and just press up and down. The heavier that gets, the more stability that's going to be required for you to maintain your upright posture. But I gave you 5 to 10 depending on it. Let's just do a couple and we'll do the other side. Definitely want to make sure we have enough time for this C day.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
That's,
And then your finisher is a pillow slam. That's a reverse step and rotational pillow slam.
oh dear.
Chair out of the way again. Whee! So, got a pillow.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is take a step back. And as you step back, you're going to slam the pillow over that side. So I'm going to step back with my left leg. I'll slam the pillow over my right since that's the front leg. And come right back up, reset. Step, slam to the side, pick it back up.
Starting position is here.
Yep, starting position right by the hips. As you go to step back, you're going to bring the dumbbell over. Or
Left leg
weight.
back. Slam on the right.
You got it. You're basically crossing over and slamming over your body.
And are
You'll
you
do that.
alternating?
Nope. Oh, actually, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, you are alternating. 5 each side. Let's try a couple, and then I want to move on to D-Day.
Yep.
Pretty good, though. Yeah. Good. Looks like you can keep your balance. You get some force into it. Nice
Okay.
finisher. Okay.
All right.
Your next one is hands, or for your D-Day core, we're doing hands on foam roller, push-up position, cross-body knee tuck. So you need your foam roller. Now I have my roller up with me, but what you're going to do is just put your hands on your foam roller, like in a push-up position. And rather than just tucking your knees straight, you're going to kind of drive your knee to your opposite elbow and back. Drive your knee to your opposite elbow and back.
Alternate.
Side. Yep, alternating until you get 5 each side. Nice and slow, though. There you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. How's it feel?
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the first core exercise. And it just says hands on roller, PUP is push-up position, cross-body knee tucks. Now you're going to do a single arm dumbbell clean. So a slightly heavier dumbbell if you have it.
10 or 12.
I go 12.
Well,
What you're going to do with that dumbbell is you're going to hang it down in front of you, almost like a deadlift or an RDL position. And you're going to use your hips as well as your arm, but mainly your hips to pop up the weight and curl it to a rack position and right back down. You're going to do that back and forth for 5, and then 5 the other side. There you go.
can you see?
Yeah, it's perfect. Feet are even, hips aren't shifting.
I'm bringing my heels up a little bit on the.
As you go up, yeah. Definitely. That's that explosive power I'm looking for. That's great. Let's do a couple on the other side, and then I want to go to your single leg sit to stand coming up. This will be the hard one I really want to make sure we get to. Go.
Okay.
Man. All right. So we've done a lot of single leg stuff, and I want to keep it in there. You need your chair behind you. What you're going to do is I just want to make sure I get 2 legs down to reset. So we're going to work on going up on 1 leg now. So start seated. And you can do whatever you want with your leg or your hands to get up, but your 1 leg is going to be out. And you're just going to stand up on 1 leg, put your foot down, 2 legs to sit. Single leg stand, double leg sit. Again, 1 leg forward, stand up with one leg, put your foot down, sit back with two. So it's just that one leg that pushes you
Well,
up. that you
that's
can
my
control.
strong side.
What was that?
This is my strong side,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is the left. We're doing like 5.
Yeah. Give me 5. And then after 5, let's do the other side real quick, and then we'll do a little row, and then I want to go over your finisher. Adding on to the Turkish get up. There you go.
Is this
Pretty good.
D-Day we're on, or?
This is D-Day. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, D-Day started when you had your hands on that foam roller for the knee tucks. All right.
All right.
And whatever you have near you, you can actually probably do around there. You just need a little support for the next exercise. It's a single leg RDL dumbbell bent over row, or single arm bent over row too. So where is my fake dumbbell? There we go. I caught the cup.
Hang on, let me get my real dumbbell. I'm going back to the 8.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a good idea for this one.
Okay.
So the dumbbell is going to be on the side of the leg that goes back. The leg that's forward is going to be whatever you have your support with. Just put your hand there. But what we're going to do is get into a single leg bent over position, just so you can see it this direction. I'm going to be in this little bent over position and then rowing the whole time with that leg back. Oh, man, I can feel my butt cheek on that one.
Oh, I can go heavier.
Oh, good. Really good. And it'll be 10 and 10, but just try a couple and then we'll do the other side couple because I want to make sure we have time for this Turkish get up. So I think we got about 3 or 4 minutes left. What we got? Yeah, I got 3 minutes left. Perfect. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you can go heavier than that. That's great. All right. I'm going to angle this down because you're going to need that.
All right.
Okay.
Get up. Here we go.
We got our half Turkish get-ups. So you did a quarter last time.
Right.
So if you remember the quarter, same starting position. We're going to start the half in the same direction, the same position too. Leg that's up is the arm that has the dumbbell. You're going to put your hand and your other foot about 45 degrees angled away from you. I'm driving through this foot and kind of rolling my hips to get onto the forearm. And that's where you ended before. I'm just adding something. So what I'm going to do now is go onto my hand. Yep. And then you're going to try to bridge your hip up. Good. And then just reset. Hip back down. Forearm down. Back down. Well, that's 1. So again, we're pushing through that foot, rolling onto the forearm. Straighten the elbow. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Yeah. Let's try that other side. Let's see how it looks.
So I'm just doing this body weight at the
Yeah,
moment.
I would definitely stick with body weight for now. Good, yeah. Just think about keeping your eyes on that hand that's up, because eventually when you do have that weight, we want to make sure it's stable, and it also helps keep your chest open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might have a 2 or 3 pounder.
Oh, nice. Or you can honestly, I've had people that use their shoe when they balance it on their hand to make sure they're stable.
Uh-huh.
Just a thought. All right, one last one, and then it's perfect timing. Excellent. Before I stop the recording, any questions about what we just went over?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let me stop that real quick then.